Ladies and gentlemen, this is an anarchist view of the past week. This past week being the presidential election in the United States. So Trump is elected, and it's really not that surprising, as I'm sorry, Hollywood, but you're not the entire United States. There's a lot more people than just California and Hollywood. I know the media kind of paints it as all one color. The New York Times just posted an apology that they were so far off from reality. Because, let's face it, is it really journalism if you're not even anywhere close to the truth? No, it's not. No, it's not. Now it's maybe an op-ed at best. So the whole media is doing op-eds? Is that what it is? And here's how an anarchist, such as myself, looks at this. Again, like Carlin said, look at what you're doing to yourselves. You're doing this to yourselves. I didn't vote. I'm not going to participate in my own oppression. Okay? And the funny part about all this is the left were criticizing Donald Trump for possibly not accepting the outcome, and then what happens? They don't accept the outcome. And they're not even ashamed in the slightest. No shame. Why should we be shameful that we said that it's a threat to democracy if he doesn't accept the results, and then all of us don't accept the results? You don't see what's happening here? Really? And having said all that, the media has begun to backpedal. Like I just mentioned with the New York Times, news media, like television news media, is backpedaling as well, saying, well, maybe we need to give him a chance and that kind of thing. Which, in light of what's been happening, it sounds to me like they're seeing liberals across America, although there's a lot of these paid protesters. It sounds more like rioters to me. But these paid protesters are stirring up everything that you're seeing. Or at least that's the goal. Stir it up, maybe they'll continue it. That's how it worked with Ferguson. That's how it works with Black Lives Matters, with D-Ray. That's what he does. He goes into town, stirs up shit, and then he leaves, and then a Little Caesars gets burned down, and they are left saying, what did we ever do but have pizzas ready, hot, when you show up in the door? What did we do to deserve this? I don't know. Anyways, so they're backpedaling because I don't think they understand, or they have understood until now, the monster they made. The monster being these liberals who are willing to die for their cause of social justice, achieving the utmost political correctness in politics. We gotta have it. We gotta. I mean, you see the lady who's willing to kill people over this, and she says, "This is a revolution. All revolutions, there's blood in revolutions on both sides. That's just the way it is." I'm paraphrasing. Point being, let's move on to O'Reilly, Bill O'Reilly. He's calling these protesters anarchists. He's calling them anarchists. The logic is gone. The reason is gone. If you don't know what the word anarchy means, it just means no rulers. That's it. Doesn't mean no rules. Doesn't mean there's no consequences to your actions. It just means there's no humans that are better than you, in the sense that rules don't apply to them. So if we all agree to some rules, there's no such thing as a human that's above them. Pretty much it. Pretty much it. Government is that. So the fact that O'Reilly would say these people are anarchists, let's analyze that for just a split second. So you're saying to me, these people who are out there going, we didn't get the leader that we wanted, and so we're angry and we want to force everyone else into accepting our leader. They're anarchists? Do you own a dictionary, Bill O'Reilly? Because this is just sad. Misuse of the English language. Which actually it's a Greek, the origin is a Greek word, but that's besides the point. So, what to do as anarchists after seeing everything that's happened? I propose we reach out to the left, because I think it's time. I think it's time we heal them. They're completely broken. They're completely broken emotionally, and that's their biggest, most important thing in their life, is their feelings, right? So they're broken. We need to help them heal. I think the only way to do so is to show them, look, it's immoral to have a government. It's the modern equivalent of slavery. It's that bad. It really is that bad. Just because, and I know I've heard people say that live in California, we're going to secede. We're just going to secede. We're tired of the rest of the country living off of us, which is arrogant as all hell. I don't even think that's remotely close to the situation. They think it, apparently, or at least some people do. So instead of pushing them to secede, which is fine, I suppose, if that's really what they want to do, but instead of pushing them to secede, maybe appeal to their emotions, which they claim to be very empathetic beings. That's what the left claims all the time. We're the empathetic ones. We're the emotion-filled ones. We know what feeling is, blah, 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 blah. Well, then let's explain to them. Look, if I put a gun to your head and said, you have to do this, I'm better than you because I'm a government. I am the government official. I am the gangster. No, that's what they are. They're thugs. That's what the government is. So maybe in your own way, maybe you know the liberals around you better than what I'm suggesting. Think up your own way to talk to them. Think up your own way to approach them. Get creative. It's important. And this isn't propaganda. This is the truth. Government is immoral. That's what it is. So perhaps we can appeal to their emotions and their feelings that they care about so much, which the only way we're going to change all of this bullshit is through the children. And if you saw the election returns, turns out that 18 to, what did they say, 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, I can't remember. It was like almost all Hillary, meaning they don't get it. They don't get it. And now if they're marching in the street trying to kill people, they're way out there. And the media created this. The media made this monster. That's why they're stepping back from it, because they don't want to be held responsible for Frankenstein's monster that they created. They're the Frankenstein, the Dr. Frankenstein. And march around killing people because you didn't get the leader that you wanted is out. It's unreasonable and illogical to me. Not because you should want a leader, but because you shouldn't want a leader. You shouldn't need to be led. You're a human being. Just like the people who are leaders, they're just as human as you. You don't need them. You don't need them, folks. So, here's hoping. Like and subscribe, or don't like and subscribe. I don't care. I'm just speaking my mind. Talk to you later.